Come on, bitch. I got your name. Oh, shit. Okay. That was a little crazy. I was like, oh no! Hey there, everybody. It's Mecha Draco coming to you with another episode of Prey. So in the previous episode, we went and we did the majority of the cargo bay, and then we came down here and did the life support area. We kind of turned off the power and got the lockdown that we were dealing with this whole time taken care of. So now we don't have to worry about that quite as much. We also went and took care of her, got her medication and took care of her for that. And we pretty much don't have anything else to do down here. Now all we have to do is just get the hell out of here. And hopefully we can maybe go see Alex. Alex does say that he wanted us to come see him, and that would be the next major mission. Let's go ahead and look at the missions we've got here. We still got this one, which would be, you know, Escape from Talos. We got the treasure hunt, which is, you know, that one, but I'm not going to do this because I don't know, I understand it very well. And the do no harm, which would be to go look up our actual, Alex, basically not Alex's, but Morgan's psych evaluation, effectively. Question is are there any enemies around here that I might want to kill? And I actually went and got these. For some reason, there's this weird glitch where even if you did go and get these things, they actually do, in fact, still stay there. I don't know what it is specifically, but this side is different from the actual thing. It may have confused me really badly the last time I actually did this kind of thing. Did I not take anything from him? Wow, I'm surprised I left everything on that body. I search bodies like every time, and I don't know. Anyways.
So what's the problem?
Blacker than a butthole in a well. Okay then.
Hey, you sound right. What's up?
I tried replacing the resistor yesterday.
And
it just
melted
into some kind of goo. Smelled like fried ass.
Right.
Shit, man. That's not the report, is it?
I need to get some sleep. My shift's over anyway. Maybe you'll have better luck.
Which effectively what that is that is a that was obviously a mimic or something like that took the form of one of those receivers, and then when he put it in there, it just short-circuited itself and turned into goop. Now when it turns into goop, now because it's like, which kind of makes you wonder a little bit, because if there were mimics sitting around out here. Do I have? I do have a lot of ammunition actually for this. I don't have it all loaded though. But if there were mimics, whew, that was loud. It's a little louder than I expected. But if there were mimics wandering around out here already, doing all of this kind of stuff, killing killing people, or not even necessarily killing people, just, you know, being a mimic and sitting out in the open and just like hiding and stuff, you know, it's one of those things. It's like, what how long have they been doing that? How long have they been hiding? How long have they been free to roam around like that? And the other question would be is how many people on the ship knew about this stuff? Oh, jeez. You can't... Okay, so, in case you weren't sure, you can't actually... I'm actually using the flame that he's doing to kill them with. You can't actually use the glue gun against one of those thermals. The thermals, just, they break it as soon as they... Oh, shit. Yeah, but the thermals break it like as soon as they actually get hit by it, or not hit by it, but when they actually get finally stuck. God damn it! Would you just take the damage? See, this is something I can't stand. You're hitting them and they just dodge it. They just like form around it or something like that, and it's like, what are you doing? Okay, well, I killed quite a few of these mothers, so let's see what all we've got. And there's this guy. Okay, so there was quite a few of those guys. Now, I realized when I came through here before, I did not come in here and take care of this stuff. Now, I realize that you can just go through here, but you can also go through the roof. The roof is actually open, and this, obviously, you can scoot through here if you've got mimic powers or something like that. And there's nothing really important in here necessarily, but it's not exactly unimportant, you know? I mean, it's got stuff, spare parts, extra parts. Hey, he's looking upgrade kit. I mean, that's always good, always useful. Those types of things, at least I think they are. So you always want to be analyze your surroundings and make sure you really get around to all the different locations you can. Now, another thing I actually realized that I did do and I kind of didn't mean to do, or I've seen someone else do and I kind of didn't realize you could do this, was there is a grate right here that opens up and gives you the security key. This also, which goes to that door. It also, I believe, takes you pretty much right to, not right to it, but like, yeah, pretty much takes you right to it, but it doesn't actually take you in. You still have to actually, you know, see if I can hit him. Turn around. Boosh. Bam. Yeah, that's right. That's right, mother. Okay, so let's see here. I saw a passcode. Ah, here we go. 2218. And there's some neuromods, and a weapon upgrade kit, some shotgun shells, a silenced pistol manufacturing thing. I already looked at that. What is this? Oh, download the area map. Always download the map. And this lets you see where all you got in here. So you got the security stations are where you find the majority of the map. So if you do see like a security station, try to get into it so that way you can actually download the maps. Other computers might have the map on it, but security stations will almost always have it. Oh, there's a turret in here too. Too bad they didn't have this one active.
Eradicator auto turret version 0.7.
Now, for anybody else watching, if somebody else actually doing a couple of these other things, you'll notice that the more you actually put on you of the neuromods that are the psychic abilities and such like that, the more of these you get, the more these guys start to actually get after you. Now, part of the reason why you can hack them is so that way you can actually hack them and gain access to them, so that way they don't attack you any further, even when you do have a whole lot of Typhon information inside of you. So what you want to do is you want to maintain your actual ability. You know, you don't want to necessarily go full Typhon if you can avoid it. You can still get some and still get away with it.
What the hell?
What the hell? Why are they so surprised about that?
That's January. Morgan Hughes, personal operator.
Talk about loving the sound of your own voice. So,
Let's go up to the lobby.
4 of us. Anyone else from the labs or psychotronics? Is that Morgan's workstation? And the fabricator?
Chief Ilyushin, please do not.
Morgan, come up here when you get a chance.
What? Another nightmare? Are you serious? Ugh. Okay, hold on. Let me think here. Okay, I can do this. I can do this, guys. Run away, 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 run away! Run away! Okay. So I got combat focus, which is technically a psychic ability, but it's under the tech stuff, so it's not considered a Typhon ability. So I'm perfectly allowing myself to get that ability if ever that happens. But again, it's not an actual psychic ability, or it is a psychic ability, but it's not the same thing, I guess is the best way to describe it. Okay. So how do I want to handle this guy? I can handle him in a bunch of different ways, but I think this is what I'm going to do. Oh, also, I've also discovered something a little interesting about these guys. These guys... Uh-oh. Still affected by the null wave. There we go. Alright. These guys actually only come after you because you are not taking any of the Typhon abilities. The less and less that you take Typhon, the farther and farther you get into the game. I totally realized that I didn't actually scan that motherfucker, but oh well, no big deal. But the more and more, the farther and farther you get into this game, and the more Typhon you become, the more and more those nightmares will actually start spawning on you. So you actually have to watch out for them. I've actually fought almost 4 of those things now already. Now don't get me wrong, they're not exactly hard to fight once you've actually gotten some levels like I do, but you still have to be careful. You know, yeah, fortified that.
Tell me again how the decompression happened.
It was very sudden. I don't know the specifics, but I had to act quickly.
The decompression occurred due to a detonation in the cargo bay.
January, I asked Dr. Igwe.
I don't know. Perhaps an explosion or structural damage.
Look at this tape, January, on the side of it.
Have originated with Morgan. Hope you don't mind. I was using your workstation.
I'm like good for you guys to not have a conversation about like shit that's gonna probably cause you guys to kill each other.
I also found some food on the way up. Left it on the desk. Don't worry, they're alien-proof. I checked them, no twitching. To be sure, I let Igwe sample them first.
You're a mean person.
I'm joking, Igwe. I wouldn't willingly expose you to aliens. Or anyone else. That would be inhuman.
You're a mean person. Why is Dr. Igwe like such a horrible person? Like, why is everybody dislike Dr. Igwe? I don't know. Seems a little weird. Now, as you know, I still have a couple of things to get with Neuromons. There's not a whole lot, so I'm still obviously going to be getting... You know what? Actually, I'm not going to be getting rid of that, though. I am going to be getting rid of a couple of things here and there. Now, I am going to be keeping these from now on because I do have a psychic power now that does actually use a pretty decent chunk of abilities, you know, ability power. So I kind of want to make sure that I actually have the you know, the actual psychic power to use it whenever I feel like it. But let's go ahead and get rid of all this now. Usually I would cut this part out, but since I'm describing what's going on here exactly, I'm gonna probably not. But I would strongly suggest, if you can, always just like if you're especially running this mode because you're not using psychic abilities as often and everything like that, you can get away with getting rid of these psi-hypos as often as you can.
Music, then computation.
It's only once you start to get up to the higher levels do you actually want to start concerning yourself a little bit on what you spend your stuff on.
Quite unforgiving.
Now, admittedly, there are some things I could do, side quests I could do for them, but I'm not gonna do them. Not because I don't want to at all, but because it's already going to be spending a lot of time doing other things. I don't really need to be doing these things. Now, because we're already here, let's go ahead and show this off to you guys a little bit. Now, if you guys remember, this is actually the questionnaire that we had at the very, very beginning of the game. And it tells you in one of those, let me go ahead and see what okay, data, that's what it was. It tells you in the audio log. Actually, let me go ahead and look at the objective because it'll tell you in the objective. Here we go. It told you in the audio log that the answer to the questionnaire that you have to do in order to unlock something is A, C, B, A, C. And that will unlock it. So we got to do A, and Z. And now that opens up. Voila! So we get some Neuromons, which is awesome because that's actually almost enough for us to actually continue upgrading our things, which is great. And it also gives us a audio device.
Is there anything weird going on?
Let's go ahead and listen to the audio device that we just got instead.
You seem frustrated. I have months that are just gone.
This is very interesting.
The research, playing catch up.
Do you know how many times we've had this conversation? This is the 5th time.
Does it always go the same way?
Not always.
What does that mean?
What do you think it means?
Well, I think it means you should be concerned as my counselor.
You left yourself a message. Would you like to listen to it?
No.
I think it would help.
I said no, that's not me.
Why do you say that?
I don't know, I just know.
You agreed to this. This was all your idea. Yours and Alex's.
I didn't agree to any of this, all right? That Morgan is not me. I would never... Do you know what's going on in psychotronics? Do you?
If I did, I couldn't say. You know that.
What do you know about the Typhon?
We shouldn't talk about them. Not without your brother present.
Them. You do know, you snake. How can you sit there?
Morgan, take a deep breath. Here.
I don't want a pill. I want this station shut down. I want Earth.
Morgan.
I said no.
Okay. I'm going to call Alex.
Alright, sorry I went quiet there. I wanted you guys to be able to hear that clearly, this entire thing, because that is a really, really interesting concept to think about. See, you're on this idea that, you know, you're a different Alex. You're a different... Alright, not different Alex, I'm sorry. You're a different Morgan. You're the Morgans before you, the Morgans that have gone through everything that they've gone through, is a different person. The Morgan that you are right now, that the person you are right now, is a different Morgan than the Morgan that woke up yesterday, that woke up the day before that, or any other day that happens when it comes to do this whole cycle thing. And you are effectively a completely different Morgan, and that's one of those things you got to really think about. It's like the January, for example. That's a Morgan that's different from who you are. The one that made December, completely different person, and so on and so forth. All these Morgans have been different people, and you are a different person. You are a different Morgan than what happened a week ago, than a different Morgan than a year ago. You've been on this station going through these things for the last 3 years. 3 years you've been here, but yet you don't remember any of it. And that's the worst part. And people have, when they change, when they're different people, they have different morals, they have different views on things. When Morgan first got here, he probably was able to justify things when he first saw it. But then when he's gone through 3 years of this, he's just sort of thrown into it all of a sudden again. And he sees that he's killing people to make these Typhon. He's killing people to make the neuromods. When he's taking these alien species and turning them into basically biomaterial that they can just use to create these advanced technology. It sort of like affects your moral judgment, and it's like a really big, that's a really, really big deal. And I think that the idea that it's trying to get at is that, yes, there is this guide that you effectively can follow. There's no set 100% way to how you do these things. There's no set way to how you actually perform any of the stuff that you're doing here. And even though other Morgans are telling you how to basically do things, you don't have to do what those things say. I don't know how I missed that. I think it's my better question. I think that's the question I have, is how did I miss that? Uh-oh. Let's make sure I haven't scanned all these, right? Yep. That's right. None of that for you. But it's one of those big things you've really got to consider. Like, and what? Who are you? Who are you as Morgan right now? Like, when you play this game, are you the kind of Morgan that thinks that they should just kill everyone on this ship? Do you think that you're the kind of person who can kill your brother, who can kill these innocent people that are over here, for example? Like, can you do that? Can you kill those people by blowing up the station? Or would you want to do something else? Maybe find a different way. Or maybe you're the kind of person who's like, I don't care, I just want the most money out of it. Or you got to think about how exactly it is you want to play.
Facilities? If so, this is a sentimental request, but my collection, the gallery of photos the others used to laugh at. Each picture is a decryption key to a set of neural data. Connectomes. The guests who came to the station.
Ooh, okay. That's actually awesome. I just got enough neuromods to get this. So now we can save up our neuromods for that, and we don't have to worry about getting any more.
He's dead now. We can't let those skills be lost. It's all that's left of them. Please, Morgan, if you can, I would be grateful. I'm sending you an audio file that will open this safe in my room. You can play it with your transcribe.
Now, I said I wasn't going to do this one, but this is actually fairly easy to do.
I won't be joining you.
So, let's go ahead and go back to that audio file that we have, and here we go. And let's play it. And see, you play it, and it opens this up. And we see we even got ourselves... Oh, you know what? I totally realized that we have that I haven't been using. We've got a whole bunch of upgrades. So let's go ahead and use those upgrades. Let's see here. You know what? Because I use this the most, I'm going to upgrade this to max first. Now, the next weapon we use probably the most is going to be this one. So let's go use max upgrade this. And we've only got one more. Okay. Now we could probably utilize some of our resources.
It was the first time Maya heard him, and we were both. I felt small in the light of his skill. I can play it now too, thanks to a neuromod, but only in my head.
You used to guess Neuromon.
I copied their neuroscans and hid the data on my transcribe. Fabricated my own mods. I'm not proud of the act. Now, I'm glad I did.
Because we don't need to deal with those guys. Let's just move along. You know what, actually really quickly. Ooh.
My name is Morgan Yu.
Oh,
Year's 2035.
and once again, if you want, there is the password for that 5150.
Why are we making this video?
Right. Because my big brother is paranoid. Psychometric data is showing statistically significant variance in personality patterns between trial runs of the new neuromods. Whatever. I feel more like myself than ever. I mean, look at this. We did it, Alex.
It's real. Enjoy it while you can, because in a few minutes, it'll all be gone, and we strip out the neuromods and reset.
I know, including my memory of it.
No way around it. Let's talk about the backup.
So, the Typhon organisms have been producing an elaborate structure. Material is unknown, purpose unknown. And my gut tells me it's a kind of neural framework, but externalized. Still waiting on analysis to confirm. In the meantime, I've given Alex the design for a device I think could shut it down if it ever broke containment. Alex just has to grow a pair and commit.
You don't have to take all the credit. What if it doesn't work?
It'll work. Trust me. What else are we gonna do? Blow everything up? That won't save us.
And if it does work, is it worth it?
The people that come after us will be smarter, stronger, immortal. They can judge us if they want, but they'll know they exist because of the things we did. I'm ready. Do it.
And from what I can tell, that's basically the very, very first, the first Morgan.
There you have it. Everything I've done is what you've asked me to do. I didn't think you'd believe me unless you heard from your own mouth. The tests, they changed you. Not a lot at first, but eventually, the constant stripping of your memory. I didn't know who you were anymore. All I want is to have my brother back so we can finish what we started. way to stop the typhoon without destroying everything we've been working toward. We're just missing some scan data from the Carl to complete the design. Help me finish this, Morgan. And then, you can have my arming key. I don't believe you want to use it anymore, but you can have it. I left the chip set for you on my desk. You'll need to upgrade your psychoscope to scan the Carl. I'll send you the scan locations.
Okay, so we need to get that. Now, I would argue that the other thing you could be getting with Neuromods is you can get the upgrade here. That's in Scientist. That gives you the additional, like, I think it's this one right here. You can basically upgrade your psionics, your psychoscope to have additional chips in it, which wouldn't be bad. The only really issue is that most of the chipsets that you get for your scope, they don't really do you any good unless you're using psychic abilities. The only ones that don't are like the shotgun critical, the pistol critical, the mimic detection. There's a couple of other ones like that. Let's see. Yeah, and the far scan, that would be another good example. But the idea, regardless, is that that's the idea in the long run. Is that there are a couple of other ones that you could use. Let's just can I please get rid of that? Not available. Oh, I understand that. Can I like use the coral detection? Okay, can we please uninstall that? Okay, fine. There we go. They finally wanted to let me do it. Okay. And let's go. You know, actually, we want to go this way. My bad. Totally went the wrong way. You know what? I totally need to make sure I haven't gotten any more soup chit sets that I'd like to get. Let's see. While sliding. While sneaking. Use damage sustained while sliding. Again, shoot is more resistant to environmental hazards that degrade its integrity. Those that would otherwise kill you will leave you. Okay, I think I'm going to go with that one. Apparently, we've already got that one. So let's check that one out. Got that one already. Got that one already. Environment hand. Okay, we already have that. Reduces. I wish you could like uninstall or not uninstall, but like turn these things into something. So I guess we could throw this on because it's no reason not to have it. I suppose. I kind of get this feeling that it wouldn't really do me any good. Okay. And now, obviously, to get to the coral network, we have to go outside. So let's go on and do that.
Microgravity detected.
I'm thinking about the video Alex showed you. Your brother believes that version of you is the true Morgan. But why? Just because it came first? If someone had made you, then I suppose your truest self would be the one that fulfills whatever purpose your maker intended.
Didn't work as well as I would hope it did, but...
Who made me, and why? Did someone make you, Morgan? Were you made for something? If not, you'll have to invent your own purpose. Or have none at all. Strangely, of all the things I know about you, I don't know what you believe. You have to decide, Morgan. Who are you?
Right, and that's probably one of the biggest things that they really try to force into your head this whole time. Well, it's gonna hurt. Oh, God, I hate those things. I hate weavers. Shit. Now I'm getting hit by a... Oh, yeah, it's the medical one. Whew.
Warning. Radiation poisoning detected. See medical attention.
Yeah, and there's nothing I can really do about that, so you know what? Calm down.
No. Nothing that interferes with memory formation.
Search.
As you might have been able to tell, though, I haven't really been picking up any of the organs or anything like that in the from the Typhons that I've been killing so far. Like from the Weavers and other things like that. Primarily... Oh, crap. Ooh, that was close. Primarily because of the fact that there's really no reason to at this point. Yeah, I could make some more neuromods and such, but I mean, in the long run, aren't I going to probably find a whole bunch extra? I only need 5 more to complete the amount of neuromods that I need, so... And the neuromods that I'm getting are pretty secondary. Like, for what I'm needing the neuromods for, it's pretty secondary, so there's very little reason for me to actually get it.
And be careful. The Typhon will begin to sense our intent to harm the coral.
Now, let's see here. I need to use that.
They come after you. I left something for you on my desk that should help.
Probably more neuromods, right? A Typhon lure. 3 neuromods. Anti-rad. Okay. Now, let's see here. We want to go... Where do we want to go? We want to go here. Or do we want to... You know what? I totally meant to go up to that. Totally meant to do that. Sorry, guys. Coral data management.
Transfers hold it. Something or someone.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I know what it is.
This is Commander Walter Dahl. The TranStar Board of Directors has authorized me to take full command of Talos 1, effective immediately. All employees must now report to the shuttle bay for evacuation. Those of you unable to comply, transmit an SOS and my team of rescue operators will locate you.
Right.
One last thing. Alex and Morgan Yu have been relieved of their positions. Do not consent to their requests or assist them in any way. Dahl out.
Oh, joy. Yeah, these guys are tough. So here are those black boxes we were talking about before. Okay. You need hacking 4 to get into these things, so if you don't have hacking 4 by this point, you might as well just kill them yourselves. Alright, so the fight gets pretty intense at this point, and the majority of the time, it's honestly, there's just so much going on that it's hard for you to just have everything, to just be fighting and running around killing everything. You don't have the ammunition, you don't have the powers, you just don't, it's just not really worth it. So, it's best to try and utilize your ability to run at this point. Now, one of the things that has happened as of recently is because of the fact that you yourself also have one of those tracking bracelets that you've been picking up randomly throughout this whole fight, or throughout this whole thing. Because you actually own one of those, they suggest that you go and take care of that and get rid of your own. Now, the only way to do that is to get into deep storage. So we're gonna go down there real quick and see if we can't get rid of our tracking collar. But you might wonder why yourself, why are we getting this, or why are we doing this? And the reason you want to do this is because those operators that are coming after us.
What's happened? Well, I never intended to harm any of you. Believe me, quite the opposite.
Ah, here we go.
Commander Dahl, on the other hand, has no intention of rescuing any humans.
Now let's just make sure we actually 0913.
Aboard this station. You're all liabilities to the company now.
This cannot be done.
Dahl,
Okay.
I'm sure you can hear me. I don't know what the board told you, but you're out of your depth on this one. Call off your operators, or at least help us hold back the Titan.
Elaborate. Now I can't see you. Your brother won't be so lucky. I'm closing in on him.
I don't know how much longer this has, but we're gonna make it last as long as it can. Right. Now, The other big advantage, of course, with these guys is since they are probably dealing more with the Typhon than they are anything else, you don't really have to worry too much about... Alright, so you don't really have to necessarily worry too much about them attacking you. And since they primarily do damage to your suit and not to your health, you can focus more of your, like, your repairs and stuff like that on your suit, and just keep your suit up and you should be okay. And that one upgrade that I got for my suit probably is going to be really big advantage right now because of the fact that it'll, I don't know if I'll be able to, no, can't, unfortunately. I might still be able to get up there, but yeah, here we go. Okay, I'm just jumping this way because it'll give me an opportunity to get around. Now, where are we going? Okay, we got to get to the shuttle. Here, I know what we're gonna do. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? He just poofed. I hate it when they do that. They just vanish like that. Like I just unloaded like a boatload of bullets into that guy and he just poofs. Like you guys all saw that. He just disappeared, right? I'm not the only one. It is a good idea to probably not destroy them all the way if you can. Avoid doing so. Or so I've noticed. And you know what? This is just me being observant. I didn't actually know this was up here. I was just looking around. I was like, you know what? This looks like I could probably get up here. And you know what? I could. So be observant, guys. If you can be observant, you can see things. You might be able to get around more easily. Tom Buzz Cooper. See, unfortunately, the turrets, they don't go after the operators either. They will go after them if you hack them, or if you take them over as your own kind of thing. But unfortunately, otherwise they won't. Any other way they won't. Effectively, I think I have to get up there. That's what it is. I have to get up there. And I'm aware I'm taking quite a lot of damage. How do I get up there is the question. You know what? I just picked up a note, I think, that had that on here. Let's look at it. Lift shut down. Shifts to keep the spreading. Utility on my computer. Tooling room. Lower level Scott. Okay. Ouch. And this is probably the fuel bay. Yeah, that's the guts. So. Woo. Running a room. I would usually hack these guys just because of the fact that it's, you know, sometimes a little easier just to hack them, especially when you have like a whole bunch of them, when there's a whole bunch of them around. But I really just don't want to deal with them. I just don't want to deal with them at all. I just don't have a clue where I'm supposed to actually go. Unfortunately, I don't know where I'm supposed to go. So I'm gonna not end the, obviously, I'm just gonna basically, I'm gonna fast forward until I figure out where the hell I'm supposed to go. Alrighty, after a lot of searching and a lot of dying, I finally found out where you're supposed to go. Right underneath here, there's like this little sitting here. I'm not really sure what the hell it is, but there's still a bunch of operators running around, but you just basically come down here. Let's just run through that real quick. It's right here underneath this thing. I can't believe I didn't see it before. I don't know why I didn't see it before, but it's literally right there, and it kind of angers me that I didn't see it. Okay, so I'm really sorry, guys, but this one is a really intense area, so I've pretty much cut out the majority of what's going on here. This area's got a lot of operators, it's got a lot of Typhon, it's got a lot of stuff going on all over the place. It's really hard to keep up with everything you're supposed to be doing, everything everything that you got to be doing, and also be talking at the same time. So.
About what you've done, what you're doing. We all must act according to our nature. No matter what the psychologists and priests say, your nature. I think I was right before. You are like a rat. Resourceful, sly. Burdened is a kind of pestilence of the mind. This station was your laboratory, and the experiment was a failure. And, of course, sadly, you know what happens to the rats when they are no longer needed.
N-CN9 black box operator ready to deploy.
That also makes me a little angry. That was a... Okay. But as you can see, though, there's a lot of stuff going on. Lots of people running around. Lots of stuff going on. And yeah, I could fight them all, but I'd end up with, like, literally nothing at the end of all of this if I were to do so. So, it's best, I think, in my opinion, to just run about. Try to get through all of it as quick as possible. Oh, well, hi. Bitch. Freaking came out of nowhere. Impact dampener. That sounds interesting. Let's look at it real quick. Impact dampener. Reduces damage taken from crashing during flight in 0G. Oh, that sucks. Not what I was looking for, but not quite what I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. It's actually not that bad if you were to... I don't suppose I actually have the password, do I? I mean, I found his body and everything, so... whatever. You know what? It's okay. I can just hack it. Alright, guys. So, getting up to this room is pretty crazy, but as you can kind of tell, this actually doesn't actually have anything in it, which is a little surprising, because I didn't really realize that it wouldn't have anything. Now, in case you guys didn't already know, the best weapon to probably use against these guys, and I really do apologize, wasn't thinking about it before, is one of these things.
Suit integrity damaged.
Because as you can see, it takes them out pretty much instantly. They fall to the ground, knocked out. This has always been probably the best weapon to use against them pretty much every situation. Any operator, effectively, is probably really easiest to take them out is with one of these. And let's go ahead and... From what I can tell, you can place these types of things in front of it, and it should, gosh darn it, get rid of it. But let's see if we can get over. Oh no, why did that not work? Oh well, that's okay. We should be able to get over here. Running. Lock it. So that way people can't get in here. And let's try to see if we can't sneak attack this one. Alright, awesome. And then let's not destroy it. I've also learned that you don't want to actually destroy these if you can avoid doing so. If you destroy them, that makes it so that they end up coming back. They end up getting recreated. But if you just have them operational, but like to the point where they're just broken like this, they won't attack you. You can freely hack them if you want. And you can also, they won't spawn new ones. So that's always good to know. Let's do a flight systems check as well, just to be on the safe side. Can I just take the shuttle now? All systems nominal. Suppose you could also just do something to maybe destroy the thing if you wanted to. I mean, there's multiple ways of playing the game, so... Okay, now we gotta find out where he's at, because as you can see... Let's just close this since I don't have to... We don't have to deal with these mofos. Let's also heal. Because why not? Nah, it doesn't look like we got anything here. Files. transfer file.
Commander Dole, this is William Yu,
William Yu.
acting chairman of the TranStar Board of Directors.
I like the actor they got for William Yu.
Of course. My authentication sign is Zeta Invictus Emperor Tangerine.
Sign checks out.
Tangerine.
Good morning, Director Yu. Shuttle is hot and holding orbit. Awaiting mission parameters.
You must secure every piece of Cobalt clearance level technology and research aboard Talos 1. Then eliminate all TranStar personnel.
All personnel.
No survivors.
It's your show. And their funeral.
Payment will be deposited into 6 separate Benelux accounts. After you transmit evidence of success.
I leave my operator feeds on. Just keep watching.
We strongly advise deploying your technical officer to a station router inside the firewalls first. Ideal site would be in the hardware labs.
Yes, I've seen the schematics, Mr. Yu. Goodbye.
You will destroy this transmission after.
Okay. Alright, so as you can see, Dahl's not here to save anybody. He's killing everyone. But he's obviously not going to do that on our watch. So, run right past them since we've already got that taken care of. We know where he's at. From what I think I remember, he is in the crew quarters. Not the crew quarters, I'm sorry. Hey, he's in like where we first started, actually. He's back in the simulation lab.
Scanning target near target. I'm told my ops are hidden as an HR expense in the TranStar books. It's true. I do solve people problems. Your workmates hiding in the cargo bay are going to suffocate in a few minutes. Maybe you can save them.
Oh, yeah.
You'll have to come out of the walls, Rat. Life support. The clock is ticking.
Now, something I should probably mention, just because it's... Ooh.
With nitrogen flooding into the atmosphere, anyone in the cargo bay will asphyxiate far more quickly than had he simply cut the oxygen. I suspect they'd already be dead if Dahl weren't trying to use them to manipulate you.
Pretty sure it's life support we gotta go to. But, if you remember correctly, there was a guy that was sitting in the middle of the trauma center whose name, and it has like a voice come over there and says, I'm in the trauma center, I'm locked up. That was actually a trap for you, but I'm just not going to fall for it, because why would I? Well, hi. Woo! Running away. Run away. Run away. I don't actually know where the hell we gotta go to. Okay, there's a flow. There's a...
Life support air quality ratio below standard operating levels. Atmospheric containment.
Casper,
I read you.
what's the situation in cargo bay?
Holding. Small group of survivors. Being present. Oxygen nearly depleted. I expect loss of consciousness momentarily.
Good. We'll see how our friend Morgan responds. Have you been able to put a tap on Morgan's transcribe?
Negative. The encryption is trivial, but another user is employing countermeasures against me. I would like to dedicate more processing power to it.
You can't stand to be beaten. No. Keep current allocations. Is it Alex?
There is no person aboard Talos 1 who can perform operations as fast.
It's another operator.
Improbable. There are none like me.
Every one of you thinks that. Keep working.
Morgan, you did it. I'll arrange transport with the medical operator. Then we can see about removing his neuromod. And hopefully getting his shuttle process.
Standard operating levels. Atmospheric containment flush recommended.
Okay. So we got all that taken care of. We got Dahl. Knocked him out. We got to wait for further instructions from Igwe when he's going to deal with him, because he's going to deal with it.
Air quality ratio below standard operating levels. Atmospheric containment flush recommended.
Oh, hi! More guys for me to have to deal with. Can you guys do it?
Life support air quality ratio below standard operating levels. Atmospheric containment flush recommended.
Are they dealing with him? Military operator's about to die. Oh, they got him. See, they got him. They're good. Alright, you guys dealing with him, so now I can just run past you. Alright, so I saved them down there in the life support area, and I also captured Dahl. Oh, let's go. Now, with most of that taken care of, all we got to do now is we got to take care of the tech officer, which he was said to be in the hardware lab. So we got to go to the hardware lab to take him out. And then what's the tech officer? Multiple objectives over there. Okay, so let's go take care of that tech officer. The tech officer should be pretty easy to take out. I don't think he should pose any major threats anyways. Yeah, that was the Luther Glass thing. Luther Glass he's already dead. If you actually remember names at all, you'll actually remember that he was in fact dead in the trauma center, sitting in the central table. That's right, bitch. I'm not even gonna waste time with you. Let's see here. How to get... Ooh!
Dr. Yu, Dr. Igwe, we have the subject, Dahl, and his life signs are stable. Thank you. We are prepping him in the neuromod division now. Come as soon as you can.
Hello. Yes, Dr. Yu. Commander Dahl, this is Casper.
Who's airlock? Who disabled an airlock?
Customized softwares. He made the mistake of hanging his hopes on the machine. I should know it's messy, Morgan, but it's the only thing that matters in the end. Well done. The upload just kicked in.
Do you lock this one? Which one did he lock? That's really stupid. That makes me angry because that means there's another one locked. Oh, hey, you should heal me real quick while you still can, since you're alive. Can you not? You're not going to heal me. Yeah, okay. Well, that sucks. Well, that was weird. Okay, whatever. Not even gonna question it. All right, so this is pretty crazy. As you can tell, it's the last part of this mission. It's pretty much you just running. There's a lot of fighting you could be doing, but honestly, there's so much fighting going on that it's really hard to just stick to one thing. So it's better to just run. Oh, jeez. Now, one of the weird things is the military operators are immune to the technopath. So you do not actually have to worry about them being taken over by the technopath. Which is weird, to be honest with you. But, it's whatever at the same time, I guess. Let's see here. Okay. Get in here. Ah, here we go. Okay.
Dr. Yu, Morgan, I was afraid you wouldn't make it. The subject, Dahl, has been secured. I believe I've isolated the correct neuromod. It is essential we say as little as possible of what has happened on the station and focus on the situation. Dahl, memory serves, should resort to field training and react accordingly. He was never one to question orders.
Right. Neuromods.
Remember, this works. Say nothing.
Just want to grab all this stuff too while we're at it.
What? about you. And Alex. I was supposed to report to him about her retrieval after modding up. Where am I? Why am I restrained?
Commander, Dog, I am Dr. Iwe, Chief Physician here.
I've seen your face in the company directory. Alex's head. The discredited parapsychologist.
Commander Dahl, you suffered a severe head injury as a result of a crisis here on the station. We need to evacuate at once, but we couldn't leave without you. Are you able to pilot a shuttle?
What? Yes, of course I can pilot it. Wait, what emergency? Is this Argus installation?
No.
Where's Casper?
I'm afraid there's no time to explain. We need to get to the shuttle bay and prepare for departure. Transtar mandate. Doctor, you can confirm.
Of course. Morgan, you look like shit.
Right.
All right, let's get Daddy's precious child off the station. Transtar would black box me.
Come on now. Open up so I can get that stuff.
Just need to check your vitals. Wouldn't want our pilot to faint.
There's nothing wrong with me.
Okay. Alright, so now we're done with that, so now we can leave here. Now, let's see here. You know, because I just don't want them to have to deal with that. Aha! Because I can run.
It's by design that I can predict what you're going to do fairly often. And yet, there's a
Boosh. See, the combat focus isn't half bad. To be honest with you, I should have been probably using the combat focus a little bit more than I have been. But, Now, the unfortunate thing is I'm not 100% positive, but I'm pretty sure the majority of the military operators still actually function. Oh, jeez, it's another nightmare. Why are you so many nightmares? Unfortunately, though, I don't know if the military operators stop or if they keep coming after you or not. I do believe that they stop, but I couldn't tell you for sure. Obviously, I'm going to go with no, they don't. But they do continue to come after you. Because, you know what, he's around, I don't know if he's actually here or not. No, he's not here. Oh, well, it's not that big of a deal. Uh-oh. I don't know why they're so weak now all of a sudden, though. Come on, bitch. I got your name. Oh, shit. Okay. That was a little crazy. I was like, oh, no! Let's, eat up a little bit. Come on. Come on. Come on. You know what? I'm gonna scan you just because I can. Oh, jeez. That hurt. Where you at? Where you at? Come on. Come on. Oh, jeez. Man, I can barely see that stuff, too. Oh, jeez. Okay. Now, something you probably haven't already noticed, when it does come to the Q-beam, something I should probably mention about it, you don't have to actually kill them with the Q-beam in order for it to work. As long as you hit them with it, that basically reduces their HP to that point. Now, eventually that will wear off, no question about that. But if you, let's say, for example, he's sitting here, he's got like half his health in green because was hit by the Q-beam, and then you hit him with a shotgun and blast his HP down to that point, the Q-beam's effects will suddenly take effect as well, and he will die instantly. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and move on a little bit. Now, do we have to go down or do we have to go up? Do we have to go up? Where do we have to go? I don't even know where we're supposed to go. You know what? We're going to go up, because I feel like this is where we need to go. Also, I need to heal a little bit. See, this is why we saved all this stuff for when we're in this position. When we're in the position of we need to kill a lot of things. There's a whole lot of stuff trying to kill us. And we're gonna die. Alright. And let's go ahead and get one of those since I've already used up a little bit of my stuffs. Alrighty then. So what we got to do now, let's go ahead and recap a little bit of what we've already been doing. In the previous episode, we went on ahead and finally took care of the majority of the enemies, majority of the actual game, and did all of the operations inside all of Talos, pretty much. We finally got up to Alex's thing to go on ahead and get his little video running. We went on ahead and did a whole bunch of things like that. But unfortunately, right when we got to that, we had to deal with Dahl. Dahl is a operator. I'm going to go with a Spec Ops. I'm going to go with a Spec Ops kind of operator who doesn't really, who's been issued to come here and kill us. Now, we took him over, basically knocked him out, and then took out a neuromod from him so that we could engage, so he could actually use the cargo, his little shuttle, to get everybody off the planet, or off the Talos. And these guys are still on my side, and let's go ahead and finish up the remainder of. No, wait, Alex wants us to see him. That's right. Shazam.
I promised you my arming key. All I ask is you hear me out first. And you can blow Talos 1 to pieces if that's what you think is best. I don't think you'll do it. I know. Because I used to think we couldn't be trusted to play with fire without burning the house down. But you convinced me. You showed me anything was possible, even if the price was steep. That part of you is still in there. We can make history, Morgan. Not those leeches on the TranStar board of directors, not Mom and Dad. You and I. Just like we planned. We've got the data to confirm what you suspected. And Carl is broadcasting a neural signal. A secret message reaching to the stars. What I want to know is what is the message? And who is listening to it?
Right. Because we want to know we want an alien race that clearly has our worst intentions.
This fabrication plan is for the null wave device prototype you can see. It will hijack the Carl signal and use it to deliver a massive shock to every Typhon organism at once. Take it. And the army key, like I What? Morgan!
Oh, jeez. Holy moly, I didn't realize it came from that angle. I knew it came, but I just didn't know it came from that angle. Reap what you sow, Alex! Reap what you sow! Oh, jeez. Well, hi. It's really dark down here. Alright, let's go and get that. Now, let's see here. You have the option to save him or not save him. I mean, I don't see a reason why you wouldn't save him. He is your brother. Unless, of course, you are intending on killing, like, everybody in the entire world or something like that. All of your intentions is just to kill things. Which, you know, you could do that, too, if you really wanted to. I'm trying to primarily, at this point, just get to the power. Because that's where the fabrication key. Alright, we need to get my arming key for one. Morgan's arming key. Alright, and the other thing we want to do is we'll do the prototype oh shit. Okay, hold on. We might have we should have enough actually. In fact, I'm pretty sure we do because I did kill that one guy. Oh yeah, definitely have enough. Oh yeah, definitely will have enough. Okay. Alrighty then.
The heart of the Carl is in psychotronics, in the original containment cylinder. Placing the null wave device there will override the entire Carl network with our own signal. Use your psychoscope to locate the exact spot.
You better do something. The reconstruction is destabilizing.
They're lying to you.
Hurry.
Oh.
Good work. The reactor's primed and capable of delivering close to 30 megatons. More than enough. I'll meet you on the bridge for the last part. Hurry, Morgan. There won't be anything left to detonate if we're too late.
And this is open for me now because I unlocked it. Takes me the whole way up. And I should be able to get out of here no problem. Now it's just the reactor control. Not really sure actually what that is. Okay guys, so I don't know what exactly happened. I figured out what it was doing, but I guess it was just some kind of weird glitch in the objectives. It was telling me to go down there to do the key receptacle things, to actually use the keys, even though obviously we've already done it. And as you can see, it's telling me to use them right now, but we've already done it, so we're actually good to go. Now, what I'm going to be doing in this particular episode is I'm going to actually be showing you how to do both endings, but I'm only going to do one ending. I'm not going to tell you which one I'm going to be doing, but I'm going to show you which one I'm going to actually be doing just the one. Let's see if we can get around here. This kind of goes in further into the idea of what I was talking about before. These enemies are just everywhere at this point. And because there are so many enemies just like all over the place, you're better off not fighting, especially since they're fighting each other a lot. Like this is one of those periods where there's so many people fighting, whether there be the military operators or they be the Typhon. They're all just fighting and killing and shooting and stuff like that, that it's best just to run past them while they're dealing with each other. I don't know exactly how many operators there are left, but... Okay, let's go here. Heart of the Coral. Alright, so this is how you're going to do the neuromod part. I'm sorry, neurowave part. Neurowave. Because you'll have to get through here. Woo! Running. Hi. Bye. Huh. Oh, jeez. Wrong turn. That's weird. Gotta keep running. Okay. Who are these guys? Oh, it must have been him. That must have been like where he died at or something like that. Stay in here, no. No, what are you doing? Don't do it. Where are you running to? Don't do it, guy. Okay, we can get in here now. Oh, it hurts. Okay. Alright, and that's where you go to get that.
Come to the bridge. We can finish this thing once and for all.
Detected.
Assume Alex's plan succeeds. Then what? You're taking a massive gamble that there aren't more predators like the Typhon. In the history of the universe, humans have only recently become self-aware. Yet you're going to kick the door open on a much wider and older cosmic ecology. One that feeds on consciousness. These are shark-infested waters. Alex believes we can be the bigger shark. But what if we're just poor swimmers? And now there's blood in the water.
Oh, man. Let's see if we can get past this. Oh, there he is. Okay. Alright. So we've gotten past them. Alright, guys. So we've done everything we can so far at this point. The only thing left for us to do is just head on to the bridge and see what we can find there. I'm sorry that there's probably going to be a lot of cuts because of the fact that we're jumping back and forth between, like, so many different areas. Because right now, like I said before, unfortunately at this particular point in the game, you're just doing nothing but running around. Holy moly, there's a lot of that. But you're basically doing nothing but running around and just trying to accomplish the objectives. Fighting is like the last thing you do pretty much at this point. And it's not from lack of them wanting you to try. And I'm not saying you probably couldn't still do it. Like, if you really wanted to, you could probably fight everything you have down there. Everything that's on every level. But I feel like it just would be not worth it. Oh, jeez. But unfortunately, as I was saying before, though, because of the fact that we aren't really fighting anything at this point, and we're just sort of getting out of here and trying to get this taken care of as quick as possible, just running around as absolutely fast as possible, so we don't have to deal with any of these guys. That does kind of get us in the situation where we have to do quite a few cuts, unfortunately, primarily because of the fact that we quite a few cuts primarily just because of the fact that we have to go through these doors, and I don't like having the load screen be there for you guys, so. Alrighty then.
Who? What am I talking to?
My name is Janie Morgan.
Morgan? Maybe. I see a person who looks like Morgan. You?
Morgan, be cautious. Your brother is unstable. He may not permit you to activate the self-destruct. Also, he's armed.
Unstable? Is that a joke, operator? You've let this machine poison you. I wish you understood. I've bet the course of this entire station around what you wanted. I let you persuade me. And now you're gonna throw it all away? Just stop and think for one goddamn second, Morgan.
The safety is off on his firearm.
I think you've said enough.
I'm aware that you've primed the arming keys to destroy Talos 1. So I find the activation of this null-wave transmitter station puzzling. The directives you gave me require I do everything in my power to ensure you destroy Talos 1 and all the Typhon. Detonating the station safeguards the Earth and perhaps provides a small measure of reparation. You know how neuromods are made. The demand will only increase. In the future Alex envisions, many will die for the benefit of a privileged few. I won't relinquish control of the terminal. If you want to activate the null wave, you'll have to kill me.
Right. Well, as you can see, I knocked Alex unconscious because I didn't want him to kill January, because we're actually going to be doing the self-destruct ending. Now, that was how you do the endings for for both primary endings. Now, don't get me wrong, this isn't the full ending, and you'll see what I mean when we finally get there. But the idea is that this was the ending that we were effectively looking for. So we're going to be doing the self-destruct. And obviously, I didn't want to kill him, so I just knocked him unconscious using the zapper. Now, what you would want to do is, if you wanted to, you could let Alex kill January. And if you kill January, or if he dies, January dies, you'll have the option to use the null wave device. Not really too big of a deal. Not really that hard. Really wouldn't feel anything against it, but to be honest with you, if I killed him. But the fact is that this is how you basically do the ending. Now, I do want to go ahead and do that ending for you guys so we can actually get that through. So let's go ahead and get that taken care of. Now, I do believe there's more to it when we actually do the self-destruct, so let's go ahead and see what happens. Alright, yeah, that's what I figured.
The final topic, your mom.
Decomposed Earth is minimal. A mind without limits. Wait, let's see what a mind without... Oh, yeah, that's what it was. Okay, so we have 8 minutes, it seems, to actually get to probably the cargo bay, and that's at least what I'm assuming, to get to the cargo bay and actually survive the actual destruction.
Microgravity detected.
The shuttle is ready to go, Morgan. I'll wait a few minutes before detonation, but then I'm gone. You're
Right.
on your own after
I'm
this.
cool with that. I'm cool. Where am I? I don't know where I am. Okay, there I am. Okay. So we gotta get to the shuttle bay before it dies. Of course, I could use the escape pod, couldn't I? Huh. That is very, very true. I could totally use the escape pod. So I guess if you guys wanted to, you could probably use the escape pod to get away if you really wanted to. But however, I'm going to go out the way of the cargo, so that way we have at least an idea. I can show you guys.
Evacuate Talos 1.
At least show you guys an idea of how to get around and how to actually escape. Now, the other issue I kind of have with all of this is I'm not sure how this all affects people in, like, the cargo bay. I would like to think that they are actually in the cargo, like, they got to the shuttle. So, if they got to the shuttle, then they would be saved as well. But there was quite a few people, and I'm not going to lie to you, that cargo bay, that shuttle's not exactly what I would call big. However, the cargo bay, I guess, in the shuttle's pretty big, so I don't know.
Morgan, I don't know if you've seen, but there is alien matter ripping through the hull. You will have to move. Gosh, every window in this station, it's engulfing the place. It's everywhere.
Talos 1.
If I have to, like, run to December, then that's fine. I'll do that too, but I'll run back to the Alex's escape pod thing. My only real issue is obviously the kind of fact that Alex is probably going to die to the explosion. Woo!
Warning. Reactor detonation imminent.
Suit integrity.
Ow.
Talos 1.
Hey, it's Ingram. Oh, hey, look. Not that I guess we need it. Why am I sitting down here?
Reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos
Ready or
1.
not, starting debark operations. Pre-flight check is who gives a shit. Hang on to your seat. This will be a rough ride.
Whoosh. There he goes. Kaboosh. I was pretty sure Alex would be dead at that point. Wow, it just sort of like, it wasn't even a, oh, okay, never mind. I was like, wow, it just sort of vaporized.
Dream.
All right. Now we come on to the real ending. Coming closer to the real ending. I'm not going to make you guys suffer through all of this, through all the credits. You guys can watch it if you want, but let's get to the real ending.
It's finished. How did it do?
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be exceptionally high.
It probably thinks it was dreaming, and nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it. Ours too. It all comes down to the choices it made.
It saved me from the cargo container. I would have suffocated otherwise. It's remarkable that it never installed a single Typhon-based neuromod. In my view, this demonstrates a strong identification with us, but its most surprising act was sparing Dar. While perhaps for purely selfish reasons, this, at least in principle, enabled others to escape Talos 1.
Kayla.
I would have died without my medication. That wasn't easy. That says a lot, I think, about its heart. Can I say that it has a heart? Then, there was a man in Psychotronics, Ingram. It let him go. Was that mercy?
Would you let it live?
Yes.
Sarah, you're next.
The situation in the cargo bay was bad. I didn't survive, but at least it tried to help. And it destroyed a large number of Typhon across the station. That has to be a good sign. Further, it thwarted Dawn's attempt to use us as hostages. If it were one of my officers, I would give it a commendation.
Danielle, what do you say?
It found me. It didn't need to, but it did. I asked it to stop Volunteer 37. That was dangerous. No way to be sure, but I think it has a sense of retribution. A lot of humans controlled by the Typhon ended up dead. Not that it was easy to avoid, but I think it's worth the risk.
In the end, it chose to destroy Talos 1. Why? To protect her? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we had to make a choice. You can hear us, can't you? Here. I want to show you something.
Right, and this is really, really, really interesting.
What you experienced was a reconstruction based on Morgan's memories. This is the world today. We spent years trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you. Until now. You're the bridge between our species. I need to know if you see us. I mean, really see us. Take my hand if you do.
Now, obviously, of course, considering the choices that I would have made throughout this whole thing, I would obviously take Alex's hand. But obviously, of course, if you wanted to go another way, you could totally kill them all. But I'm going to take Alex's hand.
We're going to shake things up like old times.
That is the intense part right there, guys. We are actually a Typhon that they took from I don't even know where, and they apparently decided instead to put, I guess, a neuromod that was equivalent to our moral way of thinking, our effectively way of thinking, into a Typhon, so that the Typhon could view and see us as we see ourselves. So it gave it sort of like a moral concept, because the idea is that the Typhon are this massive race of alien creatures that just probably consume. That's all they do, is just consume. But they don't have any moral guides or anything else along those lines to actually help them or to help make them understand what they do isn't exactly right. But of course, that means that what they do isn't exactly wrong. They're not evil, they're just creatures. They're just animals, effectively, because they don't think beyond their own existence. But that is the ending of Prey, guys. I certainly hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, you guys know the drill by now. Hit that like button if you liked it. Hit that share button if you really liked it. Hit that subscribe button if you loved it. And of course, as always, guys, good luck out there, and don't forget to have fun.